How's it going, everybody? This is Brent and John coming at you with another Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. So today we prepped a little bit more, so we got some goodies coming at you.
I wrote some things down. I have 5 things on my list, and it's growing.
Oh, do you? I also have 5. There we go.
Oh, so shoot. That means we have potentially 10 things to talk about.
We should come with topics more often, but
yes,
I guess we're going to bring back a fan favorite, just our locals talk, so...
All right.
That's really simple.
I thought you were talking about the D-barrier question.
Oh no!
I was like so ready to answer it too. I was like, oh man, I gotta think of an answer to this real quick.
No, yeah, we need to find people to talk to. But no, all right, yeah. So go ahead, Johnny. Tell us about your locals experience this week.
I brought a 60 card Lightsworn Zombie plant deck and went X1.
How many rounds?
Only 4 this week.
What?
Usually we get more like 5. But
dude, does that even count as a top then?
I mean, how many rounds did yours have?
5.
Okay, that's fair.
Wiener.
Mine went X1. I took an L to Zephyra because I can't draw good against Zephyra, I guess. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Like, I destroyed him game 1, and then he just beat me games 2 and 3 because I drew absolute shit. And then, what else happened? I beat Mech Knight Invoked, my boy Rob, round 1. Round 2 was when I played Zephyra and lost. Round 3 I played... Oh, yeah, that was when I played this dude playing Elemental Lords. That deck's scary. No, like, I'm not even gonna lie. It's a good, like, casual deck anyway. Like, it's really... Like, if they get a turn of setup, like, they just... like have a field that you just can't break. Like, it's actually insane. Mm-hmm. But so I played against that, but I beat him. And then I played against a dude who was playing this like DDD Turbo because it was a guy getting back into the game, and like he didn't really have a deck, so he played DDD, and he actually set up one game. He set up Siegfried plus Vanity's Fiend.
Wow.
And I literally was like, all right. I drew for turn, and it was Gold Sark, so I was good.
Wait, Siegfried? But Siegfried could have negated the Gold Sark.
Yeah, but you just bait it with something else. I think I baited it with the Desires. Actually.
Oh, wow.
I was like, Desires, and he's like, negate, and I was like, all right, Gold Sark.
Wow, that sucks.
Destroyed his field.
I hate Gold Sark so much. And if you open up 2 of them, then you're just golden no matter what.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful.
Play through the negate.
It was awesome. But, so X1 this week, and then...
What'd you get for your prize?
We just got store credit.
Oh, really? Oh, we got store credit this week, too. I kind of love it.
Yeah, I mean...
It pays for my locals.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Well, I liked what we had last week, because I don't know what it was, but they gave us 2 Pendulum Evolution for the heck of it, because I guess, I don't know, they didn't have anything else. But they also gave us 2 OTS packs, which I enjoyed, and I pulled an ulti from it.
That's nice. Which ulti?
Yeah, this, Herald.
Hey, another one?
No, well, that was like last week, not this week. So it was whenever I got my 2 Heralds and my bell and all that crap.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but no, this week we had 5 rounds because we're not lame like John.
Yeah.
And I was bringing good old ABC into the mix.
Oh.
And it's kind of surprising, like you said, Mech Knight Invoked, because we had a couple people playing that here. And it's just, I don't know, Invoked is like a really popular locals deck, I feel like.
It is. It is for sure.
Because everyone always plays it. So what was I playing? Round 1, I played against, I played against Goki, and that was kind of fun. I won the dice roll for once, because last week I wasn't winning any, but it was just good old-fashioned, set torrential. They activate the Goki rematch, you torrential, and they don't do anything,
Mm-hmm.
Then game 2, they extra linked, I didn't have the out. Game 3, I had the Droll and the Cyber Dragon, all the goodies, so... They weren't winning that one.
Yeah, you don't win when they have the Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon's so good.
Oh, I love it. Everyone there was playing it. I thought I was going to be special main decking it because I guess, nobody main decked it last week. But this week, everyone was playing it in Chimera Tech. So I wasn't the only one doing it.
Yeah.
Round 2, who the heck did I play against round 2? I want to say Altergeist. Yeah, Altergeist. And so they ended up getting like 3rd or 4th place, which was pretty good. So they beat me. There's my only loss for the night. Round 3, I played against Trickstars. Yeah, Trickstars. Round 4 was Elemental Lords, surprisingly.
Beautiful.
And what sucked was game 1, he cherried my ABC Dragon Buster.
Yo, how'd you win?
I didn't win game 1. He main deck cherries and Dragon Buster, but the deck was kind of slow. So like game 2, I opened up strike plus whatever. So I just set strike, set torrential or whatever it was, and passed because I was like, if he has cherries, he's just gonna hit me on my normal. So I'll set strike, wait a turn, do stuff because I don't think he can get enough damage in. And then next turn, obviously he didn't go for game because he barely hit me for like 3,000 if that.
Mm-hmm.
The next turn, whenever I did my crap, he tried to cherries me. I just had the strike set from the previous turn, so
that's nice.
So I played around that a little bit. And game 3 it wasn't really back and forth. It was just him stalling because he had the big guy protected from like battle and whatever. And I just I sounded ABC kind of like slowly out of his spells and traps until I had enough to end phase, tag out into my pieces, make board load, and attack for game. Take his dude. It was pretty darn good. And then what did I do after that? After that was the finals, and it was against Sky Striker Invoked, and excuse me, that was the one where I told you he had like the accident. He accidentally had made an illegal play where he activated Shark Cannon, even though he had Alistair on field to take my B, and then make a unicorn. But it all ended up being good. He also had the good old Chimera Tech Mega Fleet attacked my ABC. And I guess I thought he was just crashing because I had clear advantage, but in damage step he activated Alistair, and I didn't realize you could do that on any fusion.
Yeah, it's just any fusion.
So. But I had the Monster Reborn, and I just came back and had game. So
yeah,
a lot of people really underestimate like the ABC pieces because obviously ABC Dragon Buster is the bread and butter, but against Alter guys having ABC equipped with an A and a C just helps so much because people just forget I'm just immune to these things now.
Yeah, you just don't lose. Like I don't know if they have an out. Unless they because even if they make like a nightmare or something, it doesn't out it.
Yeah, because even with all like the striker players, it's really nice having just like a B equipped onto him because Afterburners does nothing, Widow Anchor is doing nothing. Like we're golden. Oh shoot! I just realized I still have a recording from. I'm watching the GarageBand thing record while we're doing this, John. Yeah. And I guess I didn't forget I forgot to delete my old recording, so I was about to run into that real quick, but I clicked delete before I recorded over it.
That's pretty funny.
It's kind of weird, but no, it was good locals. Got my store credit, so I am good to go.
Yeah. Yesterday, I was with some friends and we hit up like a bunch of different sneak peeks, and I got everything I need from this set, except for a random Crusadia card because the deck is hilarious.
Is that the Ultra one?
The Ultra, yeah. It's like the Link 3, like the highest rarity card they have, but it'll be like 50 cents and.
That's so good at OTKing because it's just so stupid. It's like, just gain all this attack.
It's just like you just attack for like 8,600 or whatever. It's so funny. But so I just picked up the deck.
That'd be a way better decode.
I literally did not spend a thing on the deck. It was like my friends kept pulling the stuff, and I was just like, "Hey, you want to give me that?" And they're like, "Sure."
Yeah.
Because no one else wanted to make it, so it was pretty funny. But we went around to all the different sneak peeks, and it was a really good time. I pulled a Boral Sword, which is
that's nice. Because you and Bryce both pulled those.
No, he didn't pull a Boral Sword.
He didn't?
No, he pulled Bigfoot.
Oh, Bigfoot's good. I hate how expensive Danger is for sneak peek prices.
Dude, that's one of the things I have written down is Danger. Like everything about it. You the price is pretty freaking expensive. I saw between 3 different sneak peeks that we went to, I saw 3 copies of Nessie pulled and only 1 Bigfoot.
Jeez, it's just it's such a hype deck. People love it so much, and I mean to be fair, it's a fun deck, but Jesus, it's it's not good enough to warrant these prices.
Yeah,
at least now.
The archetype it's like the furry curse, dude. Like if you got some furries that want the deck, it's gonna go up in price.
You gotta pay the waifu tax, man.
Right? It's I really think that's some of what it is because I really don't think that this deck is gonna have a big meta impact at all.
I think it could have a meta impact if it gets really more good support because I think its mechanic is okay to begin with.
Mechanically, it's good, but they need something that makes it less of a risk and can really take advantage of the fact that they can't they're really good on paper. Their effects are broken. They have such good effects. If you gave a lot of these effects to different archetypes, they would be insane. But
because
like
it's like it's +0 at worst, +1 at best.
yeah, but like the problem is you never have a surefire play because of their mechanic. Like you don't have a set combo. Like you just kind of say like, oh, I can do this at this time or in this scenario, or I can do that. But like
Yeah.
you don't have a play in the deck where you're like, oh yeah, so I draw this and I definitely 100% do this because that's just how it works. Like they don't really
Yeah.
have that. They just have a like these cards interact really well together. So it's like I'll just think of a
It's
combo
like, yeah,
at
sometimes
the
I'll
time of
discard
it.
this, sometimes I'll discard that. It's just, yeah, it's really reactive.
Yeah, like it's reactive and it like can do a lot, but I don't think that the danger cards are like what's bringing like the deck any success anytime soon until they
Yeah.
get another wave of support because they like right now they're relying heavily on the striker engine and like the ability to make links with like Phantom Sky Blaster and
Yeah.
maybe having a little bit of like discard support and Dark Worlds or whatever people decide to play with it, but like we were talking about like the deck going first or second, and you had said like the deck can extra link turn 1 if you open like Soul Charge because it's nuts.
Yeah.
And all that, but like otherwise the deck doesn't really go first. You want to go second, but then like you go second and you don't have like an outstanding amount of cards that break boards in the deck. You just have like links to fall back on, like Nightmares.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the deck is going to fall because it's like it's not strong enough to go. It's not strong enough to go first, and it's not as like it's not explosive enough to go second against decks that are good right now. Like
Yeah, like it's
I,
not Spiral.
yeah, I think it has a lot of potential to be good, like because of how good the effects are on paper. But I think right now it's just gonna kind of fall to the side and then like die off for a little bit until it gets some new support. Because I really don't think like without a way to make it like as consistent as it possibly can be, and also just having better going second plays, like it needs a slower meta is what it needs, because like. I mean, Goki is a problem for everyone, but like
Yeah.
they match up to Goki even worse than like other meta decks that like to go second, like Invoked or Spiral or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's where the deck is gonna fall because like as of right now, it sucks going first, and then it's like almost as bad going second just because it can't answer most boards put up today.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too, is that it also just auto loses to Droll.
It auto loses to Droll, and it mostly loses to Dweller. Because, like,
yeah, and
under Dweller, they're going to lose a turn of gaining advantage, and that like that's enough in today's game to lose the game. Like,
yeah, it's like if if there's ever like a case for Droll to be banned, obviously other than Droll Reincarnation, it's just Konami TCG wanted to push this deck, so killing Droll off. So
I mean, I wouldn't mind Droll getting banned because I do see it as a dumb hand trap of like.
it kind of is.
It's
yeah.
so dumb, like because it's really the only. It's kind of like Max C in a way, because like you can play Max C or you can't play through Max C. Like you get to decide whether you want to or not, but like it's
But Droll
obviously
doesn't make that choice. For
exactly it. Like it just says like yeah, this thing you cannot do that for the rest of the turn. Like Max C at least gives you a choice.
You. Yeah.
Like and you kind of have to weigh your options, like is making this like half-assed board important enough to give them 3 or 4 cards, but
and
like
then they just out your board.
Droll is like, okay, terraforming to light stage, okay, Droll, okay, 4 cards out of my hand cannot be activated. Like I think Shared Ride is a more like balanced way to check decks like that.
Yeah, definitely. Because
like
Shared Rides is a
literally
quick play.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's not a hand trap. Like it doesn't have that kind of versatility.
Yeah, and that's
but,
obviously what makes Droll the better one. But
yeah,
I don't know. So that's something I did want to ask you about. I was like, the ban list coming up. How do you think they'll hit Goki?
Goki, I think it could be as easy as banning Firewall, but there's like, man, I really just don't know what to think, because like on one hand, I was talking with one of my friends here that plays Goki, and he was saying that he thinks they're gonna ban Instant Fusion, which I thought was sort of interesting, but I don't
I
think
hear that
it's
every
gonna,
single ban list.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think if they like the best way to hit Goki like in archetype is just to hit the rematch because that's really like a big extender for them. Like that helps them make
rematch
the
is a really
firewall.
crazy
Yeah.
extender. I guess I didn't really think about rematch. I was thinking more about monsters they could use because like some people were saying like things like ban Octastretch, and I'm like they just got another level 1.
Yeah, holy
but they
crap.
just got another level 1 that
Oh yeah.
does effectively the same thing for them. Like becomes a level 1 that they can special from deck and then search with it. Like I don't think their combos would go anywhere if you hit any main decked Goki card.
Except rematch.
Well, except for rematch, like any Goki monster, I should say.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you hit Headbat, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, but like Headbat's more or less for the same reason that like it wouldn't give them that versatility to special Headbat from hand, but I think Headbat being level 2 is more important than its own effect. Cuz like I was like playtesting Goki and I don't like it's a -1 to summon it, you know?
But like that deck pluses so much.
Yeah, no, I know like it can afford it, but like I don't know. I just don't really see, and also you have to discard a Goki for it. So like, I mean, not that you're not. I'm not saying like you can't use it or anything like that, but like, I don't think that banning Headbat would like do it to the deck. I think you need to ban Firewall or ban Rematch.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think banning Rematch would be. I think it'd be a successful hit.
Yeah, that'd be really good because like that's kind of the same thing as like Spiral where they limited Resort and they had all this crap. So Spiral can still play. It's just so like inconsistent enough that it's like no longer tier 0.
Yeah. I mean, the stupidest part about that deck, like I can deal with the fact that they make extra link boards because that's kind of the direction that the game is moving with more and more link archetypes coming out. Because like link archetypes come out, their goal is to link spam. Like has there really been a link archetype except for like Crusadia now that
World Chalice.
No, but that doesn't extra link.
Oh, that
Like
doesn't.
the the goal of the deck isn't to extra link. Like there's
well, that's what World Chalice does. They just set up Gamma Seal plus whatever and just kind of.
But they can extra link though. Like
they can, but like World Chalice normally does an extra link.
But like they easily can is my thing. Okay, what I should say is like their goal isn't to like absolutely spam links. Like the only real decks that have come out that don't like are link decks, but they don't link spam, are like Sky Strikers and Crusadia.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like there's plenty of decks that will use link monsters. Like Invoked uses links monsters very well. Like Magicians obviously use Electromite, but then they have Pendulums and all that crap. And I don't know. It's like if for a link deck to be healthy, you have to have like the one like link that you kind of combo off, and the Cherubinis, Electromites, etc. Things like that, and then the rest of it just has to be like another summoning method or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
Whenever it's just pure link, yeah.
I think I think Gumblar is just ridiculous. Like
Gumblar, Top Logic Gumblar.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
That card's dumb. Like
it's just he's only like dumb in the decks that can use him, which is Goki, but.
Yeah, I mean, but like other decks like in the future will use it, because like it's not like Goki's the last extra link deck we're ever gonna see, like any deck that can easily extra link can easily make Gumblar in the process because it's so generic. And
it's like, what's kind of funny is that this entire meta, people complain, like people have been worried about strikers and stuff and how that was the top deck in OCG and was super splashable, but the only thing that really annoys me is Goki just because extra link plus Trigate plus Nightmare Protection is just kind of ridiculous to me.
It's insane. Well, I just don't like how, like, yeah, you do the extra link, whatever, but like, I just hate how ridiculous the deck can combo even through disruption. Like,
yeah.
My friend was telling me, the same guy who said to ban Instant Fusion, he's really good at playing the deck, and he said that even through Droll, he can still extra link.
How does he do that?
Summon Sorcerers.
Summon Sorcerers is good, but like
he can still do it. Like he has a whole combo. And
does he have to open like a hand of nothing but Goki though?
Not from the way he made it sound. No. Well, like I mean, at least I think that's what he said. Anyway.
Because how would you do it like that? I don't even like understand that. You'd have to have like open up Suprex plus something else.
Well, okay.
Get, like 3 searches turn 1.
Only thing that the combo has to start with Suprex and another Goki. Is the thing.
See?
That's what I remember now. Because you can But like still, that's only 3 searches. Like that's Isolde, and then the 2
search
Gokis.
doesn't matter. It's just discard fodder.
Well, yeah, but like still discard fodder. Like having
all
hand
the discard
advantage.
fodder you ever want is in Phoenix Blade.
Yeah, that's true. But and then you could still get that anyway. Like the as long as you have the 2 searches, because like a rematch is insane. Like you said, rematch. Like I don't know.
Rematch is like, I think that's the safest hit. Like you ban rematch, and then they're a little bit hard pressed. Like I mean, obviously they still can, but it's so inconsistent that that it won't be as prominent.
Yeah, I mean, then they're kind of forced to play things like. Well, I mean, they already play like Monster Born and Soul Charge, but like maybe they look towards like. You know what card I think is a lot better than people give it credit for?
What?
World Legacy Secession.
I know no one ever plays it.
I play it. I play it in my 60 card deck right now.
Yeah, it's literally Monster Reborn, but like if you play Link monsters, and the only bad thing is it's a hard once per turn, but that's not even that bad.
I mean, yeah, but like if you open up more than one of it, you just I don't know,
discard it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so many decks have discard outlets. Like that's why I don't get. I don't know why people don't just. This is a whole thing, and I don't know. A lot of people have very strong opinions for or against this, but I'm a big fan of 3 Desires and 40 cards.
I don't know. Depends on the deck for me.
It really does, because not every deck can afford it. But like even decks like with strong discard outlets, like Invoked and ABC, like I think absolutely should play 3 Desires. Like I don't see why you wouldn't want to open it.
Dude, I think 2 is fine.
See, and like that's just I don't get that. I don't get it at all, dude. Like,
2
like,
is fine.
everything can discard. Like you got Nightmares, you got everything going on.
But I'd rather discard a card that gives me value, like in Spiral, for example. I know Spiral doesn't even play Desires, but like has hella discard outlets, but like I'm always discarding Spiral Rescues and like cards that can revive or do something for me.
But like in most decks, like you're not gonna do that. Like you're gonna discard your spare Mech Knight anyway and invoke, because you're gonna open up multiple. Because you play
Invoked is very different though, because like their best card, like the Mechaba, basically revolves around discarding cards that you like don't give you value. They just negate it.
Yeah,
like,
and well, like ABC, like you're just gonna discard like random like pieces or whatever. So like, why not just discard the spare Desires? I
mean, because I'd rather have a piece engrave.
Yeah, but like. You have the Desires. You have an extra 2 cards anyway. It's worth like the occasional time where you open up 2 Desires to see Desires a lot more often in your starting hand.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess that's a big difference. So that's another thing. Anywho, back to the ban list topic. And we talked to Goki, but talked about Goki. We didn't talk to them.
We talked to Goki.
What other decks do you think will get on the ban list?
I think Trickstar's like something needs to go to 1. Either. I would be okay with either 1 Candina, 1 Lycris, or 1 Reincarnation, or any combination of that.
And
I think at least one of those cards needs to go to 1.
I really think it'll be Reincarnation, because they've got the reprint curse going on, where there's now going to be 3 prints of Reincarnation that it's got to go to 1 at the least.
But like the only argument I have for that is that if they ban Droll, I don't think Reincarnation is the biggest problem in the deck.
See, I'm always thinking about the ban list as Konami subtly trying to push their future products. That's why I'm saying, like, if they ban Droll, it helps them subtly push Danger, since they don't have to worry about it as much. And if they ban Reincarnation or limit it, that also subtly pushes it, because Reincarnation just makes the Danger player hard neg 1, unless they happen to draw into the same card that they activate in their hand when...
Yeah, but it's kind of a stretch though. Like with that one, like Droll, I can see, because like more and more decks are searching and whatnot, and it can just like Droll's gotten progressively better as we've moved forward. Yeah. But like, I don't think they would hit 1 archetype card just because it happens to like.
Well, I mean that's like I get like that's not gonna be the only reason, but I feel like Konami could have that in the back of their hand and be like, this is convenient that it helps us here too. But in all honesty, I think. Why do I keep saying Nightmare? Trickstar could go the same route as ABC and like Paleo, where people are like, limit Toad, limit ABC, and then they just don't touch it at all because it just fades out the meta naturally.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a thing. It's such an annoying deck that I really hope the reprint curse hits them and they limit Reincarnation.
I mean, yeah, I'd personally rather see like if Droll gets banned, that is like because like if Droll is still a thing, I want Reincarnation at 1, no questions asked. But I definitely want I don't know which I'd rather have, one Candina or one Licorice, but
Ooh, yeah, that's right. That's another one I haven't thought about was one licorice.
because like one Licorice would be nice because like one no like because Licorice does the most burn damage, and then also like you can't like loop Lilybell like a crazy amount.
Yeah.
You know, like because I think that's also really annoying. Like I think one Licorice might hurt the deck more than one Candina because it's like, all right, Candina, search light stage, search your one Licorice or your one Lilybell. Because like with Candina, because like say they have Candina and Reincarnation stay at 3, and then the one Licorice. Like after they search the one Licorice, what's Candina searching that next turn? Like the Lilybell to get back the Licorice,
Another
and then
reincarnation.
like after that, well, yeah, but then they like get reincarnations. Like all they're getting is reincarnations. Like that doesn't progress their game state. Like Licorices actually give them board
well,
presence.
they can search their Trickstar Honest too.
Yeah, I guess people would. I guess I'm not factoring in like what they would play instead of the 2 Licorice that they lose.
Well, that's
But-
the thing is like that's also another argument for Trickstar not getting hit is it's an anime deck that still has support to come out.
But like that's the thing is like if it still has support to come out, then yeah. But if well, I think they'll definitely like check it in a little in a small way, but they won't kill it. But like it goes back to Firewall. Like if we're talking about Firewall being banned, I think that is the correct hit right now.
Yeah.
Like I think Firewall should definitely be banned, but it obviously won't happen until after the Megatins because like they need to sell the Megatins. But
Yeah.
everyone's bringing up the anime card, and I don't think that's the greatest argument because like people say like it'll lose like a huge fan base, sure, but like that's the thing is I've never seen anyone get into this game because they like Firewall Dragon.
Okay,
Like,
but
I've never
but-
seen that.
we'll look it back on the past. Yeah.
No.
What
But
about,
look at that. No, okay, but that's the thing. Like Firewall is completely different than every single other anime protagonist card.
I mean, Arc V had some really good cards though too. I mean, I guess I'm not talking about just the protagonist, and that alone could maybe keep Firewall in the game. But
No, but
there's
like it's the character's main card though.
Yeah.
Like because like other anime like archetypes have been touched. Like it's not like our anime archetypes are completely immune to being hit. Like Blackwings got raped, like, and they were an anime.
well,
deck.
Blackwings are ridiculous to begin with.
Well, yeah, Firewall is ridiculous though. Like
I know.
I think like because
Okay,
people.
all right,
if
you've
we
got
bring
me
it up,
convinced.
No, I'm still talking, bitch. And I think I hate this card so much. I need to rant about it, and because like Firewall is yeah, it's a protagonist card, but like every single other protagonist card has been fairly balanced. Like Utopia, like it's gotten good when it's led to like the Lightning and like Zexal, whatever. But like those are completely different cards that we're talking about. And then like
that's not even like the deck.
exactly. And then like Stardust. Like I mean Stardust is a good card and it was a good card like in its prime, but like I don't think it's ever been ban worthy whatsoever.
It's not ban worthy. And I mean, obviously, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon 2 is pretty weak because it's just so specific.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's like it's pretty weak outside of any deck that isn't just Odd Eyes, you know.
Yeah. I still love that card. It is a beautiful ultimate rare. And the ghost too. I have the Japanese ghost one, and that is gorgeous too. Ugh,
Nice.
dude.
But-
I'm really happy that we decided to do this every other week because we have so much crap to
So
talk
much more to
about.
talk about.
Like my
man.
topics list here is still just raring to go.
I got plenty to do.
No.
Freaking one question I had for you if we're moving
Yeah.
away from the ban list.
Yeah.
What matters most to you in an archetype? Like what's the first thing that makes you want to build an archetype? Is it the artwork or is it the mechanic or is it the like I don't know, rarity? I don't know. Like what is it for
the
you?
artwork, man. Like I refuse to build ugly decks. Like I mean, Goki is like I like the mechanic. I think it's a fun combo deck just because I like those kind of things. But it's just such ugly like artwork.
That
Same
is
thing
the
with, like,
one.
Trickstar.
That is the one thing I have with the deck because like I just built the deck just for like a meta deck to play, and I thought it was like a cool combo deck, and I like learning combo decks, and that's the only reason I really picked up Spirals because of combo decks, and I think that the deck is like really fun and like the way that the deck functions is really fun. Like it's fun to play, but like Yeah, the deck's pretty gross because it's like it's all commons and it's all like just I don't know. They don't really have any cool
monsters. Just look
they just look
too
ugly. Yeah.
And same like with Trickstar and Striker's all right. I'm not as much of an anime fan or like whatever. I'm not into waifus, but like they look okay. I appreciate the mechanic of that one.
I don't know. Trickstar is pretty dumb to me all around. I've never liked Trickstars in any way. Like literally, like their artwork or the the artwork's cool if you're like a weeb, I guess. I don't know, but like I don't know, not a fan.
Dude, my opinion has never flip-flopped so hard than it has for ABC because I despise that deck on release because it was the same like 2-card combo of like ABC Union Hanger and then you drop the you get the Photon or whatever, the Gadget or whatever.
Yeah, if you had a double summoner, like if you had a Photon Thrasher or a Gadget, you ended on and then a Union Hanger, ended on ABC plus Sook.
Plus, whatever your set spells and traps were.
Yeah, because traps actually mattered then.
Yeah, and it was so stupid because it's like it was the same play every single time. But now I appreciate that ABC is more of a combo deck. You can do more things with it. There's like a different ways to build it. And it's more reactive. So that's what I really like about it.
Exactly.
Now. And I like the artwork for it too. It's kind of like old school, like because they're just really like basic drawings.
Yeah, I don't know. I like artwork. Like that's like what made me build like some of the decks I play. Like
Invoked,
mainly Invoked. Yeah, like Invoked was the main one for me because like that's like one of my top decks of all time.
God, Invocation is such a beautiful card art. I don't know
Invoked
if there's a better one for me.
Such a dope archetype. And then but I think I lean more towards playstyle because like that's literally the only reason I play like different Lightsworn variants and like 60 card and everything is just because of the playstyle. Like I just love how the deck plays and like how many different routes you can go down and how many different ways there are to get to things. And
so that's why you like Yang Zing despite them being ugly?
Dude, Yang Zings are beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, Yang Doodles are ugly. They're like weird looking dragons.
Yeah, they're worms. They're like Japanese dragons. They're dope.
They're ugly.
I personally think their artwork is actually really cool.
I also think True Draco's really ugly. Like I just don't like how worms look,
I don't know. True Draco wasn't that bad to me. I thought it was cool how they all have like the art. Like I think Masterpiece looks like a cool card.
Masterpiece is cool, but the rest of them just have like weird random like tendrils and stuff on them.
Oh man.
Like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and now that just ruined Draco for me forever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
not that it wasn't already ruined by a Mono Awato.
Oh god, I hate that card so much. That's half the reason why I never want to play, at locals like some decks that just auto lose because BA auto lose to Mono Awato. ABC auto lose to Mono Awato. Like it's just bogus.
Damn.
Oh my goodness. You just lose so much advantage when they bring out the rock. They, diagram, get rid of the trap, get rid of your ABC, and it's like, all right, that's cool. I might want to play, that stupid trap that brings back the pieces just for the sake of in case that happens.
Dude, I pooped on Draco at Nats. It felt freaking good.
Oh, I bet so. Also, the other day, I've never rage quit so hard because I was playing Magicians. Yeah, now we're just, playing like casually, and Gavin has like the True Draco crap, and this man opens up like every time I go first he had either evenly matched or cherries, and every time I'm like, you know what, fine, I'm gonna have you go first, maybe that'll make a difference. He always had anti-spell or rivalry, and it's like, all right, that's cool.
Damn, that's just unfortunate. Maybe Gavin stacks, man.
I have never taken that hard of L's. I literally rage quit because it was just ridiculous every single time.
I hate you and your face is stupid, man.
This man should not open up that many evenly matches and all that stupid garbage. So I just,
dude,
I was not having it.
It's not my fault. He's the Draco god.
Yeah, I know. The true Draco pussy slaying king.
Yep, that's it.
All right, but John, there's something I did want to talk to you about too.
Oh god.
So, as you know, ARG Boston was this weekend.
Right.
What do you think of the results?
What won?
True King Dinosaur.
Actually?
Yeah, True
No,
King
the
Dinosaur.
funny thing is that was going on at the same time that my what's it called? The the sneak peeks, yeah, that we were going to. And my friend was watching it in the car, and he's like, it's just like quiet, and he's just like, "Tell me why Dino is 6-0."
Yeah,
and
seriously.
I'm like, "What?" And then yeah, so we were talking about it and everything, but I didn't realize that ended up winning. I don't know if it was the same
King
guy
Dino
or
won
not.
the whole thing.
But that's actually
it's
really funny.
it's the most standard like True King Dino list I've ever seen. You play, 3 of the water, 3 of the fire, like a bunch of babies, some gammas, and then just the rest of generic, terraforming fossil dig diagram. Like, it's just the most generic True King Dino deck, but, this dude went ham and he ended up winning it all.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. It's kind of cool to see something like that win. But that deck, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno actually has a really good matchup against Goki's.
Yeah, you just attack. Yeah.
But
the other one is, well, unless they, hit you with the Link Creepo, which I guess you just have Conductor plus something else to get rid of that Link Creepo.
Truth. Or if you normal, Oviraptor or something, then you could just attack it with that.
Yeah. And then, so the rest of the top 16, you have the 1 True King Dino, you have 10 Goki, the most represented deck, and one of them was the Goki FTK. Yeah, 2 Trickstar Sky Striker, 1 Trickstar, 1 Sky Striker, 1 1 ABC.
Ooh.
That's always the thing that I think is hilarious about every single ARG. There's always an ABC in top 16. It's hilarious, without fail. It's like, I don't know, ABC, ARG, like they give it a, I don't know, judges favor him or something. But what do you think of that?
I mean, sounds pretty standard. I mean, except for what won, obviously, but sounds like just he had a good deck. I don't know, but yeah, seems pretty standard. Goki being the most represented.
It's just ridiculous. Like, it's such a big difference because you see, Goki didn't do all that great in all the European nationals, and that's just because they didn't have Link Rebo. Like, the fact that we did just makes Goki's actually so much better. Instead of having to use 2 cards for an underclock to complete it, you just Octastretch Link Rebo GG.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, the boards were just as strong, but Link Rebo actually does make a huge difference.
Yeah, it's the difference between a co-link Trigate and not a triple co-link Trigate.
Well, but even if they can complete that Trigate, Link Rebo does a lot for people not being able to just attack over something,
Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, good for the True King Dino, the guy though.
Yeah, seriously.
Damn, that's really impressive actually.
I kind of want to play that too. I've just been having the itching to just play random decks at locals. I took ABC. Might take was it BA? Might take True King Dino or just normal Dino or whatever. And I obviously want to play Blue Eyes whenever whenever Bryce lets me use his strikers and his Bigfoot.
Yeah, I've been messing around with 4 different builds of Lightsworn. And
oh my goodness, yeah.
Because I've got a 40 card build that I really want to play in tournaments.
I really like 40 card.
40 card's so much fun, but this build without JD. I know the build I was playing the other week had JD in it, but
it's just whenever Minerva consistently gives you draws, it just feels so good.
Minerva's busted if she actually works like she's supposed to within her archetype. It's so funny, but the 40 card build is just super flexible. It's mainly it's more control than it's mainly set up a Minerva with a little bit of setup turn 1 and then sit on a couple of hand traps, a dangerous Minerva and with a snow engrave, and then next turn
the thing is and
next turn win. You have so much advantage by the time you get to your second turn. It's pretty, because
they have to play around. If you get Minerva plus what's his name,
Curious.
Curious up. It's just all right, so if they wipe your board, it's I'm going to mill 3, pop 3, and add a card. And it's just, you have to, get rid of those without sending them to the grave.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good setup. It's way harder to make Curious in this build, though.
Yeah.
It's definitely not as easy as the 60 card build. But that's because you don't play, Brilliant Fusion or anything.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Yeah, those are all fun decks, and that's what I want to play now,
Dude, I can't wait to hit locals with the 40 card list when I get back.
Oh my goodness, dude, we are gonna run train like we used to back in the good days.
Absolutely, I'm on a hot streak.
but I don't know. What do you think about CYHO as a set in general?
I think it's really cool if you like Cyber Dragons.
Yeah,
literally everyone I was when I was going to sneak peeks yesterday, because I went more just to hang out, but I mean, it was cool that I got my Boral sword and everything. But because those it was literally I wanted that, a Hayate, and then like just when I started going to the sneak peeks, I was like, ooh, Crusadia, that's like that Palladions, right? Yeah, I'm gonna build that just because I can get the core for like free, which I basically have so far. I just haven't gotten the ultras, and so I like just went to hang out, and literally everyone that came up to me was just like, yeah, you got any Cyber Dragon cards? Like, everyone wants these freaking Cyber Dragon cards.
Yeah, because it's freaking Cyber Dragon. And, like, that's so weird. I mean, it coincides with the release of Zane on Duel Links, so...
Whoa.
Konami's just pushing Cyber Dragons hard right now.
Conspiracy theories, man.
Right? Oh, my goodness. Oh, by the way, yeah, you should listen to that sometimes. I posted the Duel Links podcast on there.
I still have not listened to that. I was going to right when it got posted, and I was going to say something about it, but then I don't know, I got distracted.
Yeah, because there's this guy who used to post them all the time called Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck Talk, and this dude, like, props to him. He would do one, like, every single day. It's like, it was well edited. Like, he had nice graphics. It was a very well done podcast, and mine is nowhere near the quality of his, but he just stopped doing it.
Damn.
So I wish he would do it more, because he was, like, legit, but I don't know. It was the same kind of format, just, quick little 10-minute episodes. And I think, that's about right for Duel Links because there's a lot of new stuff. But
yeah, at least it's constantly changing, just like the card game. So, like, there's just as much to talk about if that's what you're into.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. It'd be really fun to watch that get a little bit bigger. And it's kind of neat that we have, like, our channel can do just a little bit of both. TCG here, Duel Links there. But I'm the only one who cares about Duel Links, honestly.
Right.
Dude, I just want to get guns blazing on the podcast.
Guns blazing. Is that like the Duel Links god that's not really break?
Yeah, exactly. Well, because if we want to talk about Duel Links talent, I know a lot of people kind of recognize Decade as, the best or whatever just because he runs the Duel Links meta. He's really good. Went to Worlds last year. Missed out, like, by one spot this year. He's just a good guy, but Guns Blazing is just like the entertaining dude. He's fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So he invented the term Sphere Ebola that everyone uses now.
Sphere Ebola?
Heck yeah, man. Sphere Ebola. That's the Sphere Karibo, man.
Sphere Karibo. I was going to say, they don't have Sphere mode.
Yeah, no. Like, Ebola's making a comeback in the meta now, though, just because Hatronade, Cosmic, and, furries.
Yeah.
All that
Dude,
spell
that's
trap
one card
removal
I
now.
need to start playing in Duel Links is freaking Hatronade, because every time I run into a wall of disruption, I lose.
Yeah, well, obviously. Oh, you need to get back into that game because you almost have furries built.
Dude, yeah, I almost do have furries built.
Deck is straight tier 0.
Is it actually?
Yeah. Like, the newest update, like, put it at tier 0, and because of the big gap, they put all the tier 1 decks at tier 2, just to, like, emphasize it.
Damn, that's pretty funny. What made them so much better? Like,
they were just consistent. They just +1 you to death. Like, they pop stuff, search stuff. They have, like, protection with Dyna and, like, Wiz with negation, crap like that. They have recovery. It's a good deck.
Yeah.
So I think you should finish it, man. Like, even with 2 beat, like, you have 2 beat.
Yeah,
that's good enough to take you to King of Games, man.
Dude, I get so triggered when I play online with that game. Like, it got so annoying. Like, I shit you not, I think, like, playing competitively with spellbooks, like the 30 card spellbook build that I had, I literally probably a solid 8 to 9 out of 10 games that I play, I'm playing against somebody who's just playing a beatdown deck that's 30 cards.
30 cards, yeah. That's what happens when you're in the lower ranks, man.
It's so annoying. But, like, I'm not even that low. I'm in, like, I mean, this is going to seem low to you, but I'm in, like, silver or gold.
Which is still pretty low, but yeah.
Exactly. But, like, I feel like that's high enough to not be, like running with that kind of a scrubby deck,
Once you get to platinum, that's when you start seeing better archetypes and 20 card decks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're just that close, man.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't logged on in a while, honestly.
I think the deck that you would really enjoy, and I just now completed it, but I really think you would enjoy 30 card Gem Knights.
30 card Gem Knights.
That is the closest to, like, 60 card Grass in Duel Links, because, like, that, Grass, you activate it, you'll dump all your crap, your Lazulys will get you your normals back to hand, you activate your Gem Knight Fusion and add that back to your hand, you just go off, because you're setting Obsidian to special, you have Lashley, you have all this other crap, and then you have the Gem Knight Fusions, which are just bonkers in and of themselves. Like, deck's just so good and explosive, and it's fun, because your Grass Meals mean something other than, just sending your spellbooks to the grave,
Yeah. I don't know. I like the spellbook build, but, like, I mean, that Gem Knight build sounds fun. I just hate, like, having to like grind for so long just to build decks. Like it's
God, I can't even tell you how long it took me to get that. I pulled every single Ultra in that stupid box before I got my second Gem Knight fusion.
dude, that's rough.
It's so stupid, but yeah, you should get back into it, man. I think you'd enjoy it.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a lot.
It is. It is
I'm
kinda
on
a lot.
my TCG grind right now.
I mean, so am I. I've just been kind of hitting them both. Like, but once Zane comes, like, then I'm just gonna be playing Duel Links.
Yeah.
God,
Damn.
I'm on a Yu-Gi-Oh grind right now. I'm on my Yu-Gi-Oh high right now.
Dude, speaking of being on Yu-Gi-Oh high, I have a question completely non-Yu-Gi-Oh related for you.
Yeah, man, hit me with it.
All right. So let's say that waves of 10 second graders are coming at you, and every 5 waves, there's a 5th grade boss that you also have to fight. How many waves do you think you could take out?
How many waves do I think? I think I could take a fair amount of second graders. How much does the average second grader weigh?
I'm gonna make the head decision. Say about. I don't remember what I weighed in second grade.
60 pounds still sounds a little heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say like between 50 and 60 pounds, and I mean, yeah, they're all like average size guys. I don't know.
I feel like I could just like run at them and just kind of throw myself at them and like knock the wave down.
Yeah, no, like I was asked this the other day, and by a person, and then I also was asked through social media, and I said I think I could take out a pretty decent amount, because like even that 5th grader, like 5th grader, sure, we go up into, I don't know how much people weigh in 5th grade. We'll say like 85 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I could still take a decent amount out, because like one punch is gonna like destroy them.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too. You got to think about, if you have the endurance to last through a couple of those waves, eventually like, the bodies start piling up. You just build a fortress with the bodies, and then they have to climb up there, and then you just kind of punch them down, and you're just getting free wins at the top of your castle.
Yeah, dude. Exactly.
Like it's like Fortnite. Just make a fort with the bodies.
You just gotta build. They're building.
Yeah. Use all the bodies there.
Dude, I saw a thing on social media today that said Fortnite, the TV show, is coming to.
Oh my god!
Is coming to Disney XD in like August of 2019 or something, and I don't know if it's a joke or not, and I'm a little scared.
That's disgusting. I hate that so much. It's almost as bad as the live action Teen Titans trailer. Did you see that?
Oh god! Don't even talk to me about freaking Teen Titans, man. I saw this thing that was like, if like it was the old Teen Titans when it was like totally legit, and
Yeah,
then
when
it
they
was
were
like
cool.
it was like Pegasus playing Toon World, and then it was like them now.
Teen Titans Go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Like, so you haven't seen the new Teen Titans like live action trailer? Then I assume.
No, I think I have it, and it was like I don't know.
Here, let me
lose
just tell you
track
the
of
worst
shitty
part. All
things I
right.
see.
At some part, like, Robin shows up, and again, this is live action. These are people. Robin shows up. There's all these bad guys. He just like pulls out a gun, like pops a couple of them, and kills them, like straight up murders them. And then they're like, "Where's Batman?" And Robin, and I poop you not, like this man word for word says, "Fuck Batman."
Yo, damn.
It's like they're just trying to be edgy, like for the sake of being edgy.
Fuck Batman. Like there is no need for that, Robin.
Yeah, it's like, this is Teen Titans. This dude just really popped a couple people and just killed them and said, "Fuck Batman." Like, come on.
Dude, that kind of defeats the purpose of superheroes when you just have a gun to just pull out and pop people in the fucking face.
Yeah, and it's like, well, they're Teen Titans. They're literally teenagers. Like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, seriously, they're gonna go to juvie or something.
God, it looks so bad. Oh my, I hate the DC universe. Like, they just make the worst movies, minus Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman was good.
Yeah,
That's a movie I've actually seen.
Oh wow, good for you, man. Because you just don't watch movies. There's also Aquaman. That one's coming out, and
I really want to see that, actually.
it looks like it could be. I'm not even gonna say good. It looks like it'd be all right.
I
just have such low opinion of them.
I like Aquaman, man. I think Aquaman's cool.
Aquaman's cool, but that trailer sucks.
Oh,
Have you seen
the
it?
trailer's, yeah, it's pretty bad, but I just like Aquaman enough to think that I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, me too. It's just And you know what? They should have done it like this. Everyone should have their origin story. Instead, they released Justice League, and all of a sudden, Aquaman, like Flash, and Cyborg.
I mean, that was a little like bad. Like Justice League, I thought was decent. It just came out at a bad time, Because
Yeah,
like
nobody had any
like,
origin stories. It's just
yeah,
Wonder
literally
Woman. And,
it
like,
was just like
yeah.
Wonder Woman, and then like you know where she's from, and then it's like I mean
And then Batman and
Batman.
Superman had their own movies.
Yeah, but then like you don't know anything about what 3 different people. Like
Yeah, and
what
then
3 of the, like yeah 3 of the Justice League members we just don't know like where you came from. Like
well,
I mean people
I'd
who
argue
like
to
read
say
comic
that
books know, but like I don't know.
I would say that Justice League wasn't even a good movie. Like,
I mean
I
I'm not that picky, so I thought it was okay, but
the movie critic in me will tell you that it kind of slogs on a bit, and a lot of the characters are just not well written. Like the Flash should just body everybody to begin with. Instead, he's like, "Oh, I'm Ezra Miller, herp derp. I'm gonna like run and trip on myself." Like, ugh.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not surprised if anyone said it was a bad movie. I just like, I don't. I'm easy to please. So
Oh yeah, I bet you are.
I just
It's just like
you know.
the best movie they've put out was Wonder Woman. That's it.
Wonder Woman. Yeah, I can agree with that. Wonder Woman was good.
But I don't know. I'm kind of mad that this emergency cyber card is like $10 now.
$10. Yeah, that's what I valued mine yesterday at in a trade. But it basically got me my my playset of Super Droll, so I was happy about that.
Oh, you have a super playset now?
Yeah, because my friend who wanted them, I was just like, all right, so there's a $3 price difference from rares to supers. At least that's what we saw yesterday. And I was like, here, I'll give you this card. You do the swap, and then you can have the next Cyber Dragon card I pull. So, because that was like after the first sneak, and then we went to the second sneak, and then I didn't pull any Cyber. So he did that, and then we went to the next sneak, and I didn't pull any Cyber Dragon cards, but I pulled a Boral Sword. So I got a Boral Sword and Super Drolls.
God, it's just this deck's gonna be so stupidly expensive to build.
I don't think it'll be that bad, will it? Like,
Well, what are rev systems at? I didn't even like look at that.
yeah, Rev systems are like $10.
Yeah, but like everything is $10. How much is Hertz? What was Hertz at?
Yesterday more, but I don't go by yesterday's prices. Like, I mean, I guess I just said that the other card was $10, but I don't think like it's $10 now, you know.
But like they're gonna float between $5 and $10, and whenever you need like a playset of everything like that, that'll slowly add up, and it'll be. I guess $50 isn't that bad, but I don't want to play that.
I don't know, like
I don't want to pay that, man.
I mean, no one does, but dude, you should have seen the amount of people picking that stuff up yesterday. Like, I've never. It's been a long time since I've seen people so excited about a deck getting support. Like,
Yeah.
damn, like literally everyone wants to play it. I'm really glad I don't, because I'm just like, I'm staying out of this. And every time I pull a new
such a
Cyber Dragon,
weird set.
every time I pull a Cyber Dragon card, I can just like trade it to somebody.
Like, you ever know CYHO is basically like, hype the set. Like, you got Danger and you got Cyber Dragons and all this like stuff that's not
literally
super
it.
amazing. Yeah.
And I was just here like, I need a Hayate and a Boral Sword, and
You're good
I
to
got
go.
both of them. And
Low key, I want to get like the Cyberse Ritual just to build that for funsies.
Oh yeah.
Because I think those are fun, and I just like ritual decks.
Yeah, that freaking the Cyberse Magician, like the cover card.
Yeah.
That card actually looks really cool. The freaking the sneak peek mat was actually a really cool looking mat.
Man, I need to go to these events. I want to get some of these cool things.
Dude, go to them then. Nothing's
Can't,
stopping
man. Me is stopping me.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
That's a pretty big force, man.
Right?
But I don't know. I think that the deck is not going to be like insanely expensive. Not as expensive as I thought it was going to be, at least.
Cyber Dragon? Yeah, kind of. I think Danger will be more expensive.
Yeah, Danger will definitely be more expensive, because
For whatever reason,
I don't
yeah.
see like Bigfoot and Nessie falling much unless the deck is like really that bad, which I
Well,
don't think it will be.
I don't think they're going to be at 50. I think they could fall and sit at 30 for a little bit and then drop down to 20 and then maybe end up between 10 and 20, and like that's still like a fair amount, but that's still not like ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't see them below like 15 ever.
Yeah, like I think they'll slowly drop down to about that price, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean they might just be like Masterpiece, you know, like started
Well,
out
it's
at
just
like 50 and then
yeah.
slowly climbed its way down to like 20 and then eventually fell to like 15.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Like I see that for it. Well, they're not going to get banned, but
No shit.
That's just ridiculous. Also, the biggest thing, holy crap! Whenever they first came out, this actually kind of bothered me in our group chat, and then everyone was like, "Danger Zone, play 3 of those," and then they're like, "Okay, so if you could play Graceful Charity, how many of those would you play?" And it's like that's not the same argument.
It is not the same thing, I will admit.
Holy crap! Like it's a trap, so it's way slower. Second of all, like at that point, you've already used some of your danger cards, like most of your danger cards, to get things. So half the time you're top decking and relying on like drawing a danger card to fulfill that discard requirement.
It doesn't help that the deck is like leaning towards going second right now with like the way that it's playing, because like a trap is never good going second.
Yeah,
unless it like functions in a way other than like a regular trap.
Yeah, there's simply not enough danger cards too to fulfill like the deck to fill it out.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, well, because you're using danger cards on your turn. Like, there's never really a case where you want to
like
reserve,
them,
be like conservative with them.
Yeah, like best case scenario, like you keep a Bigfoot, and then for Danger Zone, woohoo.
Yeah, like I don't know. If you were trying to go more of like a pure danger dark world kind of thing, like playing a lot of different cards to get effects off discarding, then I guess like I could see 3 and like playing more of a control build, but that's the only situation I can see where you play 3. Like otherwise 1 to 2 seems fine to me.
That's like I said, that was I have not been more triggered. Like, well, think about it, man. How many Graceful Charities would you play? And it's like, no, stop.
Graceful Charity. Ugh.
I'd play all the Graceful Charities if I could.
I'd play 7.
Yeah. Oh, that's my favorite question. How many Ashes could you play if you could play as many as you want?
I don't even know. Like, I mean, it depends.
I think at this point,
I feel like I'd rather just like play more hand traps, because like opening multiple Ash would be terrible. Yeah, playing Droll would be pretty good.
I could play 6 Drolls.
That's what
I'd
I
be
play.
okay with that.
Yeah, if I could just drop Ash and play 6 Droll. Oh my god! Just
because it ends like the turns of like Goki, Striker, Trickstar, Pendulum.
Oh my god!
The only turn it does end is Altergeist.
Yeah, good for Altergeist.
I love how Altergeist can just play through Droll that easily.
Yeah, they're like, okay, unless they have like a Desires or Duality or something.
Yeah, because it's like literally their only cards that'll add are Duality, Spoofing, and Meluseek. And more than likely, you're not going to trigger more than 1 in a turn.
Yeah.
So. But gosh, Spoofing is so good. Like, that card doesn't get enough credit. Because you can just loop your Conqueror if your opponent keeps attacking you.
Dude, Altergeist are like slept on super hard right now. Like, I think the only reason that they don't do as much as they like, I think that they could, is just because of like the faster decks like Goki. Like everything in this, it's kind of like how everything in OCG revolves around Max C being legal at 3. Like every deck that people play revolves around Max C being at 3. But like every deck that's competitive here revolves around what it does against Goki. Like,
yeah, and that's just ridiculous.
It's so stupid. Like that's kind of how Nats was. It's like, can your deck beat Trickstar Sky Striker? Okay, then it has a chance. Like if it couldn't beat Trickstar Sky Striker and Goki, then it couldn't compete. Like that's what was so annoying. So like that's why like when I was building my deck, I made sure that I had win buttons against those decks. Like I had the nappies. Like there was one game I was playing against Trickstar Sky Striker, and I made a nappies and it was game 3. I made nappies. And he literally is just like, yeah, you win. And then he shows me a hand of 6 spells. And I was like, yeah, that's like, I mean, sucks to suck.
I mean, that's how the True King Dino player did. He's main decking Nat Beast, and he made that.
Yeah. It was like Nat Beast is just such a win button against strikers, man. It's like, well, I mean, they have outs. It's just like they need to draw them, you know? But it's like any card. But, that's another thing. Like, I don't think, going back to Danger, like, that's another problem Danger's going to have is, like, Droll and Dweller, like, hurt them so much.
Yeah.
Like, dude, for my sake, I hope Danger becomes meta so I can just make Dweller on their ass.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, I mean, you could say the same argument for BA, like, oh, like, Dweller just, like, demolish them. And it does, but, like, they're still good.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit different for Danger.
Yeah. I mean, BA is more versatile. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It just, Dweller's good against both, but I don't know how to describe it. It's just
Well, like, the thing is, like, what was it? BA is a lot more reactive than Danger is. Like, Danger needs those effects to play the game, whereas, like, BA needs to set up those effects to play the game,
Yeah.
you know? Like, they need to set up, like, their Seer and their Dante or whatever to loop on your opponent's turn, like Farfa's on your opponent's turn, Beatrice, whatnot. And, like, Danger needs those effects to, like, special and search and whatnot on their turn, you know? So, like,
Yeah.
you can shut down their turn as opposed to, like, setting up disruption that works on your turn while they're trying to disrupt you. Like, it's more of like you're interrupting interruption rather than interrupting like the play style of the deck.
yeah. So I get what you're saying. It's just
It's just
I mean, but like 60 card also got hit by Dwella, and they were still good enough to play through it.
Who was that?
60 card.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, you
Like,
can. It just
each
depends
deck
on the
can play through it somehow. It's Danger still puts bodies on board.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they can play through it. I'm just like it just hurts a lot of what they're trying to do. Like they won't gain as much advantage.
Yeah, it turns all their potential +1s into +0s or -1s.
Yeah. Like they're taking a lot more of a risk too.
But I don't know. Droll's still the end all be all. Like, all right, my turn.
Yeah. Freaking Droll, man. And Droll just kind of ruins everything for everybody except for 60 card.
Except for 60 card and
'Cause
Altergeist.
You search once.
Yep, Altergeist, you search once, call the day.
Dude, good for Altergeist.
Oh, man, I want to play them, but it's just impermanences. I still don't have those. Do you have a playset?
Yeah.
What do you play it in?
Decks that need impermanence. I don't know. I don't really have it in anything right now. I just wanted the card.
God, Impermanence is just so good right now. I really think Impermanence and Gamma are just really strong because they can't get hit by Called by the Grave, which Goki, plays 3 of.
That's like that's super relevant. That's why like if I was looking to hit Gokis, I would probably play Impermanence over Valor.
Yeah, which is why I think I'm going to play Gammas next week because it's just a good card.
Yeah, Gamma's really good. Not to mention it negates and destroys. Like,
yeah.
The only thing that, like, kind of, like, it's good for hitting that one is sold. And then the reason I do like Impermanence is that it targets so they can't chain stack, like, in case that's relevant,
Yeah, that's so true. Well, I mean, like, what do you Gamma?
Like, you Gamma the Isolde when they special from deck. Because that's the only time Isolde's going to be open.
Duh. Yeah, that's the best time to Gamma that.
Yeah. But, like...
And then they lose the Isolde, they lose the special from deck, and they just they have the rematch if they searched it, and they're like, all right, well, shoot.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess then if they have... I'm trying to think of, like, a play. Like, basically, they need to have some sort of broken way to get to Summon Sorceress.
Yeah.
Well, like, to be fair, in Goki's defense, if they have Insta Fusion plus Junk Forward, they didn't even have to use, like, their normal to make that Isolde.
Well, holy crap, John, here's the other thing, though, is Isolde says you can only use each effective Isolde. So if you negate it with Gamma, even if they make a second one, they can't special from deck.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about making, like, a Summon Sorceress play or something.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Goki's just dumb. I think we can all agree.
They're a little flexible, but...
Yeah, they're a little more flexible now. Like, ugh.
And Gamma's also just really good for, like, terraforming at Hanger. Okay, Resolution Droll. Gamma. Yeah.
It's like, okay, now my turn isn't stopped and I have an Omega.
I need... All right, I'm going to play ABC again next week for the memes, and I'm going to main 3 Gamma.
Gamma's so good. I kind of wanted to play it in Spiral, but I didn't know a card to cut. Spiral is so freaking tight, man. It's like... between hand traps because you're going second and whatnot, and then all the Spiral cards, all your strikers and everything, it's so hard to get it under 40.
Yeah.
Or I mean at 40,
ABC is so easy to get under 40 unless you're playing strikers.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing. Is strikers are so good in ABC, but it's just like...
They're good in every deck. Like, I really can't think of a deck that they're that bad in. Like
Pendulum Magicians.
But, like, they can be good.
You'd rather have Electromite.
True. I mean, yeah, but, like, not every deck has broken link monsters that support their deck so well.
That's also what I love about Electromite is, like, people are playing ogre less, and it's like, all right, you resolve this bad boy, you're good to go.
Ooh, Brent, question. What do you
What?
think about pendulum decks that make like 3 Electromite and then link a bunch?
Oh my goodness. Well, see, that's the thing. It's like we've already had this conversation, kind of.
No, but
Is
like
like,
I've never asked you about the Electromite thing. Like I just asked you about the 60 card build.
and like that's the same thing. Like the 60 card build, the 40 card build, which is just a compacted 60 card build. Like they're all just pendulum turbo. Like you play the Cerberus, the Curtain Raiser, the Dark Worm, and the Chronograph just to get your pendulums out on board. Because that's the thing. You summon your 3 Electromites before your pendulum summon, and then boom. And that's not my playstyle. I'd rather play the actual magician cards. And I get like that's the better build. You got the Cerberuses, the decks not as weak to draw as magicians are because you're not playing alliances or pendulum graphs and crap like that. But it's just like
Yeah.
it's just not as fun to me. And I don't like that. I don't like just burning through all my Electromites like that just to set up 12 negates because that's just not how I want to play the deck. It's just not as fun of a playstyle for me.
Yeah.
So
But they
that's
end
how I
on,
feel
like,
about it.
Firewall and like Griffin stuff like that. It's
Well,
pretty
you
cool.
still end on Griffin and Vortex in like OG magicians, but
Yeah, Griffin's a pretty dope card. I kind of want to use him, but like,
it's so good. It like auto wand me against you.
yeah, I never make it against. Like I never made it very much in Spiral unless I had like Soul Charge and the nuts to back it up. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was like what was it? It was like I would make it like once every like 15 games or something like that, and it was just okay. Like it wasn't that good.
The thing is, like against Goki, it's not as amazing since, like you said, they can still make Isolde without between like the junk forward, instant fusion, suplex, etc.
Yeah.
Like you can still put 3 monsters out before Isolde summon, and then Isolde will be linked when it's summoned.
Yeah.
So it's not as good there, but against a lot of other decks, it's really powerful.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a really good card.
It's worth it in my opinion, but I don't know.
Yeah. All right, Brad.
Dude.
It's getting to be about that time.
Dude, this hour has really flown by.
Yeah. Well, we'll have more coming at him in 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So 2 weeks. Then we got I'm trying to do the Duel Links podcast, maybe once a week. We'll see how that goes just because there's so much content to do, and I only do 10 minutes. So
Yeah, that's not much to put out.
yeah, that's a little bit easier for me too because it's just, God, that was the fastest podcast. Like if you listen to it, it was on Thursday before we went to locals. I just came home and like that little amount of time I had in between, I just recorded something and then edited it after.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Yeah. But yeah, so that will be it for our podcast this week, and tune in 2 weeks from today and catch us again. Anything else you want to say, Brent?
No, that's it, buddy.
All right.
Peace.
Peace, man.